My poor dad, he's a conservative man. He's been ridiculed and mocked when he goes to buy my mom her Bud Light. He told me the other day he was buying Bud Light at a gas station, and this hick yelled, "Hey, is that Bud Light for your boyfriend, old man?"
No way.
And then my dad was
No way.
"No, it's for my wife, fucking redneck." And then the redneck was like, "Yeah, what's your wife's name, Richard?" So
Peter,
yeah,
Look at that old bald man drinking them gay beers.
Hey, look at him go.
Get a load of this
So
guy.
I sent my dad a disguise for when he needs to buy Bud Light, and here he is wearing it when he goes out to buy Bud Light for my mom. I heard a rumor too that Bud Light's wearing a pineapple upside down on your shirt. Like if you go to a bar and order a Bud Light, that means like let's go to the bathroom.
Anywhere in the country.
It's a green light.
Anywhere in sticks now.
It's the best.
Ooh, what's going on, my fellow deplorables? My name's Kevin. Welcome back to the channel. The Anheuser-Busch Bud Light global CEO was on a conference call this week, and he discussed the boycott. And instead of taking responsibility like he should have, admitting to making a mistake, and talking about how he was going to rectify the situation, no pun intended, he didn't take any responsibility. Instead, he blamed us. He blamed us for frontline workers losing money. He blamed us for distributors losing money and took really no responsibility. Instead, he pushed blame and continues to try to sweep this under the rug. Here's what the CEO, Michael Dokaris, had to say, and it's a complete joke.
Since we are talking about the US, let me share some thoughts on the Bud Light situation and put it in the context of our global company. Let me start by clarifying a few facts. This was the result of one can. It was not made for production or sale to general public. It was one post, not a formal campaign.
This was one can. It was not made for general production. It was just one post, one influencer, not a formal campaign. No, what you were trying to do was run an advertisement through this influencer. That's what you were trying to do. And it backfired on you. And instead of taking responsibility, you were trying to minimize this situation. No, we're not going to allow that to happen. You should have came out immediately and apologized.
Or advertisement. Bud Light campaign is easy to drink, easy to enjoy. We should address the situation through the lens of three areas that are very important: our people, our consumers, and beer. Let's start with our people. This situation has impacted our people and especially our frontline workers.
So this is where he's starting to blame the boycotters for impacting the frontline workers. No, it's not his fault. It's not the marketing branch's fault for disrespecting the consumers. No, it's the boycotters' fault.
The delivery drivers, sales representatives, our wholesalers, bar owners, and servers. These people are the fabric of our business. They are our neighbors, family members, and friends. They are in every community in America. We've been doing everything we can to support our teams and ensure their safety while continuing to brew, package, and together with our wholesalers, deliver great beer to the market. We are providing direct financial support to the frontline teams that work for us and our wholesalers. As to Bud Light, we have significantly increased our investments behind the brand.
So he's blaming us. He's blaming the boycotters for frontline workers, delivery drivers, distributors, servers. He's blaming us for their financial woes during this Bud Light boycott. Instead of taking an ounce of responsibility, instead of standing up to the woke, trans-affirming culture and saying, nope, we made a mistake, we apologize, we will never do it again. No, that's not going to happen. He is blaming the boycotters. Basically trying to sweep this under the rug, saying that it will pass in time. And while we wait for it to pass, we will financially compensate those frontline workers. And I highly doubt that will happen too. He's not going to pay servers. He's not going to pay delivery drivers extra to make up for any lost wages during the boycott. Not a chance. He also went on to say that the company's sales haven't been impacted that much. On the company's May earnings call, Dokeris said the beer brand's dip in sales in the 3 weeks following the onset of the backlash represented roughly 1% of the company's global sales volume during that time. He added, it is still too early to have a full view of the impact of the promotion on Bud Light's beer sales. All right, so that's not Bud Light sales, that's the entire company's sales are down about 1%. I'm not sure if I believe that, and even if that is true, it's probably because consumers don't realize when they switch from Bud Light, they may be buying another Anheuser-Busch product. I did an entire video on this subject, so if you are a boycotter out there, make sure you're not buying another Anheuser-Busch product. I'll link that video in the description and put it up there, but I don't believe that it's only 1% either. Bud Light has dropped by 26% sales since the onset of the boycott. There's no chance that it's only affected Anheuser-Busch by 1%. And this is far from over. It continues to grow. It continues to snowball. I say it every video where I discuss Bud Light. Every time somebody learns about this, they're telling a buddy, they're telling a family member, and then that family member stops buying Bud Light as well. This is not going anywhere. This is a culture shift in America. Americans are wising up and figuring out that we have power with our money, with our wallet. We have the power to decide where we spend our money. And if a company's going to go woke, we're going to find an alternative. We're going to find an alternative to spend our money on. That's our choice. That is our God-given right. We got funny video footage coming out of a Red Sox MLB baseball game this week as a Bud Light stand is a desert island. Bud Light is untouchable. You better wear a disguise when you're going to buy Bud Light because they're going to get you. Your buddy's going to see you buying that Bud Light and it's going to be game over. Take a look.
Look at that. That is the Bud Light. That is every single Bud Light stand here at Fenway Park in Boston. Right? We're at the Red Sox game. That's what the Bud Light...
Look at that. It's completely full. That's a jam-packed baseball game. There's probably 30, 40,000 mass holes at that baseball game. And they like their beer. But Bud Light, they're not drinking it. Those coolers are jam-packed full of Bud Light. Nobody is buying it. This lady here, I feel bad for her. Hopefully she's being paid by the hour. But look, she's playing on her phone. She's got nothing to do because nobody's buying Bud Light. Anheuser-Busch wants to say, this is one campaign, one influencer, one advertisement. And they try to sweep it under the rug. But no, Bud Light went woke a long time ago. I've dug up this article. Trans actor who appeared in Bud Light commercial doesn't believe in the allyship of Anheuser-Busch. And this is an actor who appeared in a commercial in 2016. Transgender actor and comedian Ian Harvey, who appeared in a 2016 Bud Light commercial that stated the company supported people of all genders, admitted in an interview with Ad Edge that his partnership with Anheuser-Busch never seemed genuine and was instead about money. So they were hiring transgender influencers way back in 2016. That was, 7 years ago? So Bud Light's been woke 7 years. We are just now wising up to it. They were hiring transgender influencers in 2016. This individual thinks that the only reason Bud Light is trying to do this is to make money, that woke ESG CEI money. They want to say it's only one campaign. They want to say that it was one campaign, one influencer. It's not a big deal. It will pass with time. We can never forget what they did, how they disrespected biological women. They say we respect and support people of all genders. Well, too bad, Bud Light. There's only two genders. And those genders are the genders that you're born with. Born a dude, you're born a girl. That's the way it is. So even the LGBTQ community is pissed off, is mad at Bud Light. We heard about Ian Harvey, that transgender actor who says Bud Light only cares about the money. Well, Chicago gay bars are also boycotting Bud Light after Anheuser-Busch walks back the D-Man disaster. A group of Chicago gay bars will no longer sell Bud Light after Anheuser-Busch distanced itself from D-Man. Bud Light and AB have faced incredible scrutiny and outrage after the beer brand teamed up with the transgender activist whose entire brand seems to be mocking women. Facts. Two Bears Tavern Group, which owns 4 Chicago gay bars, is no longer going to be selling Bud Light. In a reaction to Whitworth's comments from several weeks ago and 2 executives having to take leave after the fallout, Two Bears Tavern Group announced Thursday it's discontinuing all Anheuser-Busch InBev products, including Busch Light, Bud Light, and Goose Island 312. Anheuser-Busch's decision to drop its support of Mulvaney in response to ignorant and hateful objections by some of its customers show how little Anheuser-Busch cares about the LGBTQIA plus element of PQRSTUV community, and in particular, transgender people who have been under unrelenting attack in this country. Kiss my ass, dude. So even the woke LGBTQ LMNOP community is mad at Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch. This is why companies cannot go woke. This is why it is the worst business decision possible to go woke. You never win. You never win with the woke. They want you to go further and further every time. And that's why Bud Light, I don't think, will ever recover from this situation. We have to keep our foot on the gas. We heard the global CEO saying that he basically thinks this will dissipate over time. This will get better over time as they try to sweep it under the rug. We can never forget. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I love you guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Until next time, peace.